So this video is going to be all about the bag that we took on our trip. Yeah, the bags. So one of the things that you are going to need to purchase for your trip is a proper trekking bag. And I cannot stress enough how much you cannot skimp on money at this point. You just cannot skimp on money when you buy your bag for the overland track. You just cannot skimp. The reason for that is twofold. Number one, your bag is going to be the thing that connects this mountain of weight to your back. To your body. You get to eat on your trip. You'll get to have some clothes. You'll need to carry your tent. You'll need to carry your water. You'll need to carry lots of little bits and pieces. Now, we bought cheap bags. I bought mine from eBay and it was $65 and it was a learning experience. Let's just say that it was a learning experience. So guys, the bag that I ended up buying was this bag from eBay called Feel Pioneer 70 plus 5 litre. There it is there, okay? So a couple of things about this particular bag and hopefully you can learn a little bit from this. Basically, I'm just going to tell you all the negative things of this bag. I'm really sorry to the company that sells this stuff on eBay, but there's just so many things that this bag, not even compared to my dad's bag, which was only $30 more, it did not have and didn't do well, and I can't recommend it. So hopefully when it's your turn to go out and buy a bag for your trip, you can look at these things and hopefully make a better purchasing decision. So the hood on this bag was tiny. Once it's full, and once your bag is full, the hood did not fully cover the top of the bag. So that was a bit of an issue on quite a few occasions, because when it started raining, I noticed that the top inner part of the bag actually got a little bit wet. So the strap that's at the front of the bag is the strap that connects the top hood to the bag. It has a nice yellow strap, so it was easy to find whenever I unstrapped it. But unfortunately, it's the same strap that I had to use to attach the tent to the bag. So every time I had to undo the top hood for whatever reason to get to my main opening for the large section inside the bag, I had to undo this strap. And what that meant is that the tent fell out every time from the back of the bag, because there's no cross strap on this particular model. It was really inconvenient. It has a bottom storage compartment that only accesses a special bottom part, and that that wasn't a bad feature at all. But on my dad's, it had a access point from there to the inside of the bag, inside to the main compartment. So if your bag has that extra compartment, it means you might not have to dig through everything if you left something at the bottom of your bag. The next thing on this bag that was a bit of a problem is the adjuster for the back cushioning. It continually kept sliding up, and so that was a real bummer pretty much the whole trip. So I lift up my bag, and because of the weight, it pulls on that internal strap and it goes out of position. So I couldn't actually adjust it to where I wanted it exactly because it kept slipping, and I couldn't double route the strap or anything. So something again that didn't work with this bag. Okay, the part that actually ripped was on the side where the waist clip is, and the actual strap just came away from the stitching, so I actually had to do that stitching again, and I did a bit of a dodgy job on it, but it was fine. So another part of the bag that was a bit of a concern is the aluminium back reinforcing. The two pieces of aluminium that kind of just sits along your back, they bent out of shape quite easily when it was fully loaded. So that's something that, again, you need to just check. Finally, probably the biggest thing about this bag that is going to cause you problems is the padding. There was simply just not enough padding in this bag to give you enough padding against your back when it was on you, and definitely not at the hip. Look, overall, it did the job. Okay, so it did the job. I'm here, the bag's here. I had to sew it together, but apart from that, it was fine. If you are going to go on any more than one trip, I would recommend spending at least in the order of about $150 minimum on a bag. That's Australian dollars. And for the reason for that is that's when you step up into the next level of quality. You're probably going to get a lighter bag for that money, and you're probably going to get a much more sturdier, better designed bag as well. Day pack that I ended up getting, I think I made the right decision in getting a separate day pack, not one of those ones that straps to the back of the big pack, because you can get these ones that are double. You got a big one, then you have a day pack strapped to the back. I have a feeling I made the right decision in getting a small pack for a day pack, because we only ever used it, I think, once or twice, and you probably wouldn't really need to take a day pack for your little trips on the overland, because you're not going to be spending hours and hours and hours on your side trips. You could probably get away with having a nice little pack if you wanted one, which is what I did, or without maybe actually not even taking any bags at all. So that's just something to consider. I ended up getting mine from BCF. It's an Outdoor Expedition Falconet 20. It's quite a good little bag. It did the one day that we spent day tripping, it did a great job in holding all the things. The straps are fine. It's super light, like it's made to be really, really lightweight. You're not adding extra weight in an extra bag for the trip. So that brings me to an important point. The biggest thing that I learned on this trip is that every single gram, and I do mean every single gram, makes a huge difference to your enjoyment of the trip. What I'm basically saying is, if you can find a bag that is going to be 50 grams lighter than the other bag that you're looking at, but you don't like the color, or something isn't quite right with the styling, I would definitely go with the bag that's even 50 grams lighter. Every gram on you decreases the experience that you're going to have on your trip. So that's one thing that I'm fairly confident I can say without any hesitation. Every gram that you have extra on you decreases your enjoyment of the trip. Final thing to think about when you do buy a bag, just make sure it's nice and light. Lighter the better. Okay guys, that's my bag review. If you have any comments, let me know. I'm happy to answer any questions. Are you in the market for a bag? Have you found one that you'd like me to maybe look at for you and give you my opinion on? Okay, just put the link below, or just write the model number and I can have a look for you. It's not a problem at all. Please subscribe, let me know what you think about the video so far, and stay tuned, because I am going to review a couple more other things, and then I'm going to go on to the actual day experiences. Until next time.